Retirement is supposed to be the finish line, but for millions of people, it has quietly become the most financially dangerous phase of their entire lives. The question of how to turn your savings into a paycheck without outliving it is keeping people up at night, and honestly, it should be. Let's talk about the 3 contenders that every financial planner, YouTube guru, and your brother-in-law at Thanksgiving keeps arguing about: annuities, dividend portfolios, and bond ladders. Each one promises you security, each one has a passionate fan club, and each one has left someone completely blindsided by what they didn't read in the fine print. The annuity walks into the room first, dressed like a banker, talking like an insurance salesman, because that is exactly what it is. You hand over a lump sum, say $250,000, and in exchange, a company promises to pay you a fixed monthly income, sometimes for life, sometimes for a set term, and the pitch sounds almost too clean to question. Here is where the mood shifts though, because the word annuity has become practically radioactive in certain corners of the internet. Horror stories abound of hidden fees eating 12, 15, even 20% of your principal, surrender charges that lock your money up for a decade, and salespeople earning commissions so large they could buy a boat with your retirement savings. But before we cancel annuities entirely, let's be honest about what they actually solve, which is longevity risk, the terrifying math problem where you live longer than your money does. A simple income annuity, not the bloated variable kind, can genuinely act like a private pension. And in a world where most pensions have vanished, that is not nothing. Now, the dividend portfolio steps into the spotlight, wearing a fleece vest and quoting Warren Buffett, and it is genuinely exciting on the surface. You build a collection of stocks, paying consistent dividends, think utilities, healthcare giants, consumer staples. And the idea is that your income grows over time as those companies raise their payouts year after year. The historical data here is seductive. The S&P 500 dividend aristocrats, companies that have raised dividends for at least 25 consecutive years, have historically outperformed the broader index with lower volatility. But here is the uncomfortable truth hiding behind those charts. 2008 happened, 2020 happened, and dividends got cut faster than a movie trailer editor on deadline. Sequence of returns risk is the villain nobody talks about enough, which is the cruel reality that if the market crashes in your first 3 years of retirement, you may never recover, even if the next 20 years are spectacular. Selling shares at depressed prices to fund your lifestyle permanently erodes the base that generates your future income. And that is the kind of math that does not care how optimistic your outlook is. Enter the bond ladder, the quietest of the 3. The one that doesn't have a flashy pitch deck or a celebrity endorsement, just boring, reliable, staggered maturity dates. You buy individual bonds that mature in sequence 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, out to 10 or 15, so that every year a predictable chunk of cash lands in your account like clockwork, no market drama required. The bond ladder's superpower is psychological as much as financial, because knowing that your next 5 years of living expenses are already locked in and untouchable by market volatility lets you sleep in a way that a stock portfolio simply cannot guarantee. A study from the Journal of Financial Planning found that retirees using flooring strategies, locking in essential income, first reported significantly higher satisfaction even when their total wealth was lower than peers using pure growth strategies. The irony of all 3 strategies, though, is that they work best in combination, and the financial industry's habit of presenting them as competitors rather than complements has cost retirees real money. A rational framework might use an annuity to cover non-negotiable baseline expenses, a bond ladder to handle the next decade of predictable needs, and a dividend portfolio to grow the discretionary bucket over time. The historical comparisons actually bear this out in a sobering way. A pure dividend portfolio from 2000 to 2010, the so-called lost decade, delivered essentially 0 real returns, while bond ladders preserved capital and annuities kept paying without blinking. Your conviction about dividend investing means nothing to a Japanese-style stagnation scenario that just quietly erases a decade of compounding. The most underrated lesson here is not which vehicle is mathematically superior in a spreadsheet, but which one you will actually stay disciplined with when markets get ugly, interest rates shift, or an insurance company in the news makes you panic. The best retirement income strategy is the one calibrated to your specific expenses, timeline, and emotional temperament, not the one that won the last back test. So take a breath, stop letting pundits and salespeople make you feel like you're already behind, and start by mapping your guaranteed income needs versus your flexible spending, because that single exercise will tell you exactly how much of each tool you actually need. Discipline, sizing, and consistency matter infinitely more than picking the perfect product. And if you approach this with rational preparation, the outcome, whatever it turns out to be, is one you can genuinely live with. Whether you're building your retirement plan, exploring real estate as a source of passive income, or need help connecting with the right lenders to make it all happen, check out our links in the description below and let's figure out your next move together.